Sup, bitches?
You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another response video. Today we're responding to retarded Dexter's laboratory theories. Now this video starts out normal, but if you were there for the live version, you know that at one point I accidentally muted the video on the stream's end, so there's actually no audio for part of the video. However, rather than just relying on the subtitles, I have decided to poorly dub in those sections with me doing funny voices. I tried my best to get the words as close to what she was saying as possible, but sometimes I ad-libbed a little bit just to make sure it fit the length of time that she was talking. I did a variety of voices early on. I did some Peter Lorre, some Duke Nukem, and a couple other things, but largely I mostly did a Valley Girl. I think there was once or twice that I just did in my normal voice, kind of talking fast, because she was talking kind of fast. It was hard to fit it in the space. But I did the best I could. I didn't dub absolutely every line. There's a couple of parts that I couldn't really make fit just because it was such a short amount of dialogue before I paused. But I think it gets the general gist. These theories are really, really dumb. Let's just dive in. Alright, boys. We're going to be responding to top 10 scary Dexter's Laboratory theories by Most Amazing Top 10.
What's up, people? Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and welcome back to another video here at Most Amazing Top 10.
Been a minute since I've looked at this channel, but every time I have, they've been awful in all the right ways, right?
Now, Cartoon Network was my go-to when I was young. I didn't have Disney Channel for the longest time, so Cartoon Network was all I watched. When I woke up and had breakfast before primary...
Now, again, do you think she actually knows anything about Cartoon Network, or do you think it's just all in the script to be like, see guys, nostalgia bait?
School, when I got home...
Because a lot of the time, these guys clearly have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Like that really bad one with, like, all the Nickelodeon theories that had shit that didn't make any sense. Like, the Rocko's Modern Life one that thought that Rocco was a fucking child, so it called his neighbor a pedophile for trying to sleep with him. And they also got it wrong because they acted like it was Ed Big Head when it was actually Bev Big Head.
Powerpuff Girls, codename Kids Next Door, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, like I could go on. But
anyway, you just name all the most iconic ones, so, you know.
Our favorite 4-foot red-headed boy genius. And unlike
Is he 4 foot? He's more like 2 feet.
Not pressing that button.
Like he's really tiny. Dexter's short as hell.
You guys should definitely go ahead and press that subscribe button. This is the top 10 scary Dexter's laboratory theories. Starting us off with number 10 is the family. Now, if you've seen the show, then
the family. Is that like the vampire family from Fallout 3?
You know that Dexter's family is of average intelligence at best, and I'd go as far as to say that Dee Dee is a dumb. So how did this prodigy come to be surrounded by idiots? Now, a fan theory on...
Because it's a cartoon? Like, Dexter himself being a genius is like a weird diamond in the rough, but I mean, Jimmy Neutron is in a similar position.
Reddit claims that Dexter had an experiment go wrong in his lab when he was younger, which resulted in a giant explosion killing his real family.
What? That's a hell of a fucking reach. What the hell?
The family he lives with now are actually Dexter's own creations.
No. Why would he create Dee Dee? She drives him fucking nuts.
Think about it. Plagued with the sadness, what is a genius boy who just wants to be with his family to do? Recreate his family through science.
Are you saying he's a bad scientist and recreated them badly then?
So the theory claims Dexter's entire family are just clones of his dead family, but something clearly went wrong in the Matrix since they weren't exactly the same.
The hell's this picture? Huh. That is an odd picture, but it's probably just prototypes of the characters, because look, that is not Dexter. No! Hold the fuck on! This is Dexter's grandparents. That's his dad. That's gotta be like his aunt. That's clearly what this is. That's got to be his grandparents. Because that is very clearly his dad and not him. Because look, blonde hair.
Or dim-witted, not as attentive, just not fully there. But what did he expect? Clones are physically and genetically identical, but that's about it. You can't clone a personality. But wait, it gets juicier. Coming in at...
Clones also would be younger than him. If you want to go on real clone logic.
Number 9 is the family part 2.
So you just have more of the same theory? How is this number 9?
I had to make this one into 2 parts because...
Why? Why did you have to do that? This is a top 10. You liar, it's a top 9.
second sub-theory within this theory was just too juicy to pass up. This
Or you couldn't think of anything else.
one claims that Dexter was doing an experiment in his lab when he was young, but he's a boy genius. He would never make such a gross miscalculation that could kill his whole family. So what if it wasn't him? What
are you saying, Mandark killed his family? Oh, Dee Dee, you're saying Dee Dee did it, but Dee Dee's an idiot, right? So you're saying that Dee Dee is a clone, and that's why she's stupid. But yet the original Dee Dee was also stupid, so the clone theory doesn't fucking matter?
if Dee Dee pressed the button? And what button, you may be asking? The coveted button she's never meant to press, yet
Ooh, what does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea what it
manages to do so.
That's multiple buttons. It's not like there's just one button. Like, you're probably just thinking of the meme, like, Dee Dee, please, don't press the button. Doo-doo fart. Like, that's a meme. There's multiple buttons she pushes she's not supposed to.
So in every episode. Yes, that button.
There's not one singular button. There's multiple buttons she's not supposed to push, and she pretty much always pushes it. There's not like one button they've been hiding the whole time for her to push. What the fuck are you talking about?
What if she pressed the button during the experiment and blew everything into pieces? Everyone died except Dexter, and he blamed himself.
Well, then why would, like, again, you're saying that that's why his family is stupid. But you're saying that Dee Dee was already stupid? Like, which is it?
For their deaths, and again does his best to resurrect them through science. But this time he makes Dee Dee even more dumb, just so the same thing doesn't happen again. And
that seems far worse! If he made her more dumb, she would push the button again. What kind of retarded theory is that?
in hopes she won't rediscover his lab.
What the fuck?
But this time he recreated them and made them able to withstand any damage. That explains why he was so confused when his mom got sick in the maternal combat episode. Like, as a boy genius, you'd think he'd know how biology worked, and I'm sure he does, but his confusion lends itself to the theory.
No, it really doesn't.
He's confused at how she could get sick when he made her invincible. I actually really like this theory. The dead
Why?
family thing is morbid as hell, but otherwise it seems pretty solid.
No, it does not.
At number 8, we have the siblings. Guess what's back? Back again. Incest's back. Back again.
An incest theory? Excuse me? I don't know how I can manage to get on this nearly every video, but I do. Here we go! Is there incest theories on a lot of these fucking videos? The theory claims that even for an older sister, Dee Dee is surprisingly very attached to her baby brother. She annoys the hell out of him. She pesters him. Like, she clearly, presses his buttons, both literally and figuratively, because, he has the lab. She gets upset when Dexter ignores her like a girlfriend would. She's super touchy-feely. I like how she literally is using this fucking, hooker character. Or, stripper, whatever the hell she is. That's obviously not Dee Dee. Like some girlfriends, she tries to distract him from his lab work all the time so he can... She wants to fucking, pester him and, get his attention. Have you never had younger siblings?
Give her attention, like a girlfriend would. Are you kidding me? We love attention. We eat that shit up. Either way, he's the only boy in the show she treats this way, and normally in any other... Because it's her brother. She picks on him. Even if they weren't siblings, it would look like she's way too interested in him. But they are siblings, though. And so, again, siblings act pretty crazy and stupid. What are you on about? The creators of the show most likely wanted an introverted guy and an extroverted girl plot. But Dexter would have been too pragmatic to catch on that anyone was flirting with him. That's clearly not what it is. No. Absolutely not. Yet they still kept the whole one-sided romance thing, so... No. You're just... You're fucking reaching. All of this is fucking reaching. You got a disease. Now, this theory is sad, but it really made me feel a type of way when I was reading it. What, some bullshit theory made you feel sad? It claims Dee Dee has an incurable disease, meaning she never survives till adulthood. Why? That's the reason she's so eager to always be in Dexter's lab and spend time with him, because...
Where did people come up with this? At least have some fucking evidence.
She wants to spend as much time with him as possible and always get him out of the lab so he can enjoy his childhood while he can. In one episode, she was sick, and their mom literally forced Dexter to read to her because she knows that Dee Dee doesn't have much time left.
Take the reach. It's because she was sick. Wanted him to take care of her, I guess, you know? Like, what the hell? The amount of reach on this is ridiculous.
It explains why Dexter never met Dee Dee's adult self in the episode Ego Trip, because she's dead before the time he travels to. If you're wondering why Dexter doesn't know about her life-threatening illness, it's because...
Doesn't he meet, like, very few future characters in that one? It's been forever since I've watched it, but, like, isn't Dee Dee, like, the only one... Like, isn't Dee Dee not the only one that he doesn't see? Like, doesn't he just see himself? Again, I haven't seen it in forever, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Things like that you wouldn't even know how to explain to a child. Dee Dee could tell him, but she'd rather just spend time with him and let him live life to the fullest. Hence why she's always happy and energetic. She doesn't want him to feel guilty.
Again, where do you come up with this? I mean, obviously she didn't come up with it. She just found it, but, you know.
At number 6, we have the lab. There had to be a theory about the lab. Come on. It's as much like a character of its own as...
There had to be a theory about the lab. I mean, the lab is like a central part of the show. It's in the fucking name, Dexter's Lab.
Let's not sleep on the lab. Hashtag all labs matter.
No, that was bad. That was bad. That was cringe.
Anyway, this theory comes from Jeremy Nerdy, who thinks that this lab may not have been real at all.
Ah, yes, it's all in his head. How many fucking things have this goddamn theory?
It goes on saying Dexter is socially awkward, he doesn't have any friends, he's pretty much alone all the time, may have Asperger's, which could explain how he's literally unable to empathize with Dee Dee.
I like how they just keep sprinkling in more into this theory, and, like, they didn't split this one up. This one has layers, right? This has more layers than that family bullshit one they came up with, but yet they're just keeping this one all as one.
He views his dad as an incompetent imbecile, when really he's probably just sad he's not a genius as well. And he sees his mom as a moody woman. Is that really true that he's not able to recognize something that can make her angry?
Again, all these, it's all in their head theories. It's so fucking cliche.
So because of his loneliness, he may have conjured up being a genius and having this huge lab doing cool experiments just to pass the time. Just imagine little Dexter in bed daydreaming all day about the lab that doesn't exist. Like, this is a sad theory, you guys. We can't do Dexter like that.
Yeah, but it just doesn't compute. You're just grasping at straws here. Okay, now this one is fucking retarded to try and link the two together at all.
And I'm talking about Dexter the crime drama show where the guy kills a bunch of murderers. This specific theory claims that Dexter from Dexter's Lab is actually Dexter from the show.
Which is retarded and makes no sense.
Well, now I know I'm saying Dexter a lot in this video, but how many times in my first sentence, lol? Now let's analyze the cartoon Dexter for a sec. I'm gonna split them into cartoon Dexter in Dexter's Lab and real man Dexter in the other show, just to clarify.
Okay, get on with it.
Anyway, cartoon Dexter has trouble fitting in. I think that's evident. He's smart.
He also didn't see his mother murdered in front of him when he was 3.
He kind of hates the world around him. He talks to himself all the time. Which is very similar to the other Dexter.
No, it isn't. The fucking Dexter Morgan, when he talks to himself, it's like, my dark passenger, it tells me to kill. And he just fucking, like, monologues all this shit. And he's a total sociopath. Perhaps the lab is his way of talking about the basement where he butchers animals. What the fuck? Dee Dee's a nickname for real man Dexter's excitable childish sister Deborah. I like how they're like, you know, this show that came out way after Dexter's Lab. I don't know when the book came out. But, like, so much straws to grasp. Like, granted, I guess they're trying to say that the show Dexter retroactively is saying it's actually Dexter's Lab. Just no. Just no to all of that. By the way, Deb sucks. Awful character. Can't stand her. You know what her one personality trait is? She swears, and it's, like, really unnatural.
It's a stretch, but I mean, anything's possible, right? At number 4, we have Dee Dee. I know I said Dee Dee was a dumbass earlier, and admittedly that was harsh, and she's a very sweet girl, and this theory throws my words out the window.
Very sweet and destroying his shit and, like, breaking into his lab all the time? Okay. Like, I mean, she's not, like, bad-natured, but you know what I mean.
This one claims that Dee Dee isn't dumb after all.
One is a genius, the other's insane. See, that's a way better version of this theory, where Pinky's the genius and Brain's insane. This is just, I don't see it.
It takes a lot of brains to break into Dexter's lab.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like, she's up against Einstein every day. Dee Dee, you're doing great, sweetie. I just want you to know that.
Why do people do that? When they talk to cartoon characters, and I can't say that I've never, like, tried to, like, pretend, like, hypothetically address them like that, right? But it's such a common trend where they act like these characters are real and they can actually talk to them.
And let's not forget that Dee Dee mastered general relativity before Dexter did. Dee Dee 1, Dexter 0. The girl knows what she's doing in the first episode.
But, you know, it's a gag that she can break into his lab all the time, no matter how good he makes the defenses.
His door's locked, and she literally just takes out a credit card and opens his door like breaking and entering is her full-time job. The point is this theory is trying to make it she's young and she enjoys her life.
I wouldn't say she's a genius, though. She's just really good at eluding Dexter's defenses.
She tries to get Dexter out of his lab by breaking his things because she wants him to go outside and spend his childhood playing rather than being locked in his lab.
Are you gonna, like, couple this with the other theory of her being sick before? Because that's kind of the same thing, only this time it's because she's a genius, I guess, instead of because she's sick.
The episode where he makes her smart as part of a science project is interesting because it's not that it makes her smart, it just makes her non-hyperactive, so her brain focuses on her intelligence. Number 3 is Breaking Bad.
What? What? I'm sorry?
Now, I ain't seen Breaking Bad personally, but I know it's about a chemistry teacher turned math producer. That's about all I need to know.
Okay, so then why are you bothering to include this if you know fuck all about it? I mean, granted, not that you need to know, because I'm sure you have, like, a bunch of people scripting all this shit, because most amazing top 10 is a fucking content slot farm, but, you know.
According to this theory, his lab isn't just any old lab. Yup, he's making meth like the rest of them. It's always the good ones. How else could Dexter keep up with the electricity need to...
Why would you think he's making meth? Like, you know why he has the electricity? Because it's a cartoon.
Power his lab. He has to be selling meth, and the theory is brought on by Dee Dee saying...
Hold on, so they say Breaking Bad, but, like, literally the theory is just meth? Like, I thought they were going to actually tie in Breaking Bad somehow, but no, it's just, oh, meth, so, you know, we call it Breaking Bad, haha.
The reason she's always trying to break stuff is because isn't just because she's annoying. On the contrary, it's because she's a meth addict herself.
What? What the fuck? This is so stupid.
Trying to find Dexter's drugs, which he keeps hidden. Her being a meth addict also explains her behavior.
No, it fucking doesn't. Like, she's hyper and energetic, and, you know, meth users can be, like, high-strung and shit. But have you ever met a meth head? They're fucking nuts. Dee Dee's got nothing on them. Like, they'll fucking, like, claw at their skin or, like, dig a hole or fucking, like, go off on these weird monologues about, like, shit that clearly didn't happen. Like, they're crazy. They're nuts. Because I've met some meth heads. Meth heads are, Dee Dee is not like a meth head at all.
So, I mean, it checks out. And number 2 is Mandark. Everyone knows that Mandark is Dexter's arch nemesis. But
I wonder what the theory is going to be. Is it going to be that they're brothers or something? Or, like, clones or some shit?
You're telling me 2 geniuses live on the same street? Coincidence? I think not.
Because it's a cartoon! Because it's a cartoon!
So obviously there's going to be drama, and there's going to be one scandal, and there's going to be competition.
Like, look, I don't mind trying to come up with logical theories to make sense of cartoon logic, right? But at the end of the day, it's a fucking cartoon.
When they met in class, it seems the new kid is not only intelligent, but even more so than Dexter himself.
I don't know if Mandark is necessarily smarter. They're pretty comparable.
It looks like they hate each other, but this series says that Dexter might be in love with him.
Whoa, okay. I thought they were going to go with, like, the brother route or the clone route. No, they threw me a curveball on this one. What the fuck? Like, I would say that they might have, like, if you had a theory that, like, you know, they need each other, like, it's like a Joker and Batman theory, like, when the Joker gets really upset when Batman dies in that one comic or whatever it was. Like, that I could understand. But to say he's fucking in love with him, what the hell? Or like that lost episode of Invader Zim, Mopiness of Doom, where Zim gets really sad that Dib's not going to try to catch him anymore. If it was something like that, I could see the theory. But saying he's fucking in love with him, what the hell?
He's the only one who matches him intellectually, and he doesn't feel superior to him like he does with everyone else. He finally found someone to get all his jokes and no one else would understand.
Yeah, again, but why'd you have to make it, oh, he's in love with him? Like, the phrasing... How long did I have the fucking audio off? God damn it. Fuck me. That's retarded. That's fucking retarded. Like, again, if it was like something like the Joker being sad that time Batman died, or like that lost episode of Invader Zim, Mopiness of Doom, where Zim's really upset when Dib stops trying to hunt him. Like, it's like, oh, I need my nemesis. Or like when Doofenshmirtz gets really upset when Perry the Platypus is reassigned. Like that would be an okay take on this theory. But saying they're literally in love is fucking stupid.
Dexter doesn't hate Mandark, he loves him. It was both love and hate at first sight.
And, like, granted, maybe they're not saying, like, in love, like, romantically. Maybe the theory is just saying that he actually needs him and likes him. But the way they word it is fucking cringe. And again, I do think they do have kind of a frenemy thing. So, like, if you're going on that context with this theory, I could see it. But using the phrase in love with him is where I take issue with it.
He wants to invent something so spectacular that Mandark will fall in love with him too.
I mean, that's stupid. See, right there she says ends up falling in love with him. So she takes it to a whole other level here. Again, if you just said, oh, they need each other because they need their nemesis, right? You know, like Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus, or Zim and Dib, that kind of thing, or Batman and the Joker. But no, you just make it fucking stupid.
I mean, they never talk about Dexter's sexuality because the show's so old, but he could love him.
It's clearly not that. They are clearly not romantically in love, you fucking dumb bitch. No. Absolutely. Have you seen Omelette du Fromage? Dexter's not fucking gay.
It's totally plausible.
It's not. How many theories are just something about Dee Dee? Like, the nature of Dee Dee. Oh, wait, no, I remember this one because I skimmed this video when it was recommended to me. This one's fucking stupid, I remember. I haven't watched this one previously on stream, but I skimmed it prior. This one's really dumb.
This one's weird, so buckle up, buckaroos. It says that Dexter did two things in the future. Number one, he has a daughter. And number two, he builds a machine that threatens to destroy the whole world. Dexter, man, you have to stop making dangerous shit. It's not funny anymore.
That little quip here doesn't happen. This theory doesn't happen, so that quip doesn't apply. Like, he makes some crazy shit, but this theory's retarded. Just, Dee Dee's his daughter from the future. Like, what kind of stupid shit is this? Like, she's like Destructicus con carne, but like a little girl instead? That's an Evil con carne reference for those who get it.
Anyway, to save the world from himself, he sent his daughter back in time to his younger self to stop him from inventing it and pretending to be his sister.
Why would he, like, forget that he had a sister? Like, did he implant memories of her in his head? Like, why would he just... If she went back in time, when was she sent back? Because she would have to be old enough to comprehend the plan based on this theory. And it's not like Dexter would just forget that he didn't have a sister. So she would have to, like, falsify his memories somehow, right? So there's just so many reasons that this doesn't make sense and couldn't work.
That explains why no matter how much he locks up his lab and what he puts on it, she can always get in.
No, it doesn't. You know what does explain it? It's a fucking cartoon.
She grew up in this lab with this man, so she knows the lab itself, inside out.
Inside and out is the phrase, not inside out. That's just weird to me. Like, I mean, it still works, but it's weird phrasing, and I'm gonna nitpick because this is a retarded theory.
The cherry on top is her name herself, Dee Dee. That's short for Dexter's daughter.
What the fuck? See, that's so stupid. Absolutely dumb. Did they implant fake memories in their parents? Did they do that? No? No explanation? Cool.
It was actually really fun to talk about a show I grew up with.
Did you, though? Or is that just more nostalgia baiting? Boo! These theories are more cancerous than the disease you claim DD has. Anyway, that was fucking retarded. The audio was still off? Okay, well, I'm not doing it a third time. I'm not doing it a fucking third time. I'm sorry. Fuck me. God damn it. How? I fucking unmuted the PC. What the hell?
Hey, man, let's go home.